I'm Eric Ostby, a VP Head of Product at Rigetti. I'm excited to share with you an overview of product and services today. So our mission, like many of the companies that are participating in this and members of QED-C, is to build the world's most powerful quantum computer system. We view it as a hybrid modality, so we think a lot about the classical compute as well as a quantum compute. And of course, the goal is to solve today's problems in a better way and solve problems we cannot solve today with existing classical compute. Rigetti has a growing product suite. So our core is the Quantum Cloud Services, QCS, offered access to our QPUs through the cloud, easy on, easy off. We also support a number of public and commercial programs, partners to our public sector partners in the industry as well. Also, Quantum Foundry Services is something that probably some of you don't know about. It's not well advertised yet, but we offer the ability to make coherent chips and some devices to spec for customers. And today it's a lot of university labs and government labs as well. So I'll walk through each of these today and tell you a little bit more about them. So Rigetti's approach, what's distinctive about what we're doing versus some of the other peers, and how do we fit into the ecosystem in quantum computing? So we have superconducting hardware, as Mark said, and this has been our core focus since we started in 2013. So we love the scalability of superconducting qubits, the high repetition rates, and the low error rates. But it's too early to tell what's going to be the final winning solution, but this is one of the leading players, and it's wonderful to see other modalities and other architectures as well, since we're working on this together. So as I mentioned, we really see high performance compute as critical here, and that's been a focus from day one for Rigetti with our integrated QPUs and CPUs back in 2017. We put our flagship devices online for our customers. We don't hold them back. And so the best devices that our teams are using, our algorithm developers, are the ones that customers and partners can use as well. A strong partner base, you'll see a little bit more about this later, but an in-house quantum foundry based on our captive fab that we have in Fremont is a strong capability for us and for our customers and partners, allowing us to have a really fast product and engineering flywheel to make better QPUs as well as software systems. I'll go on. So we've been in this field for nearly 10 years. So our roadmap into fault tolerance, I think, is not dissimilar than many of the others, but I think the focus on the multi-cap processor is a differentiator for us. So coming from 8 qubits back in 2018 all the way to today, 80Q chips, which is our M1 processor online and available direct or via partners. And then we're targeting larger systems in the next few years up to fault-tolerant QC. And so we've already shown that we can actually have multi-chip processors with coherent capabilities on chip, and that's our M1 processor that's working online today. And so we're focused on this roadmap. We have clear areas of focus in error correction as well as algorithm development. We have a strong focus in QML currently in our team and with our partners, so that's a capability as well. Our cloud service, the Quantum Cloud Services from Rigetti, we offer not just integration of QPUs of our quantum processing unit, but also a cloud, low latency cloud resources through our partners like AWS is really critical for customers and users to not have higher latencies when they're running experiments such as VQE. And we have partnerships with high performance compute facilities as well, like Oak Ridge and Fermilab, that we think is going to be really critical in the future. And so this is available today. It's been aligned since 2017. And again, as I mentioned, we offer access to our latest QPUs like M1, that's 80 qubits. Many of our users access through Jupyter Lab IDE that gives a really low latency connection, offers tutorials as well. We're offering high repetition rates to our systems, and the CLOPS metric is highly performant as well with a large grid. Currently, we allow users to access through reservations or on demand. I've seen that we really need to let researchers choose their own modality. So on demand is great. Through a queue, if you're testing circuits, you're kicking the tires, you're debugging, but then when you're taking your larger data sets, especially for publications, the reservation mode, you have dedicated access for hours is really valuable for researchers. So here's a picture of the M1 that's online and available today through Rigetti. You can see the calibration reports and schedule reservation easily through our dashboard. So currently we have Aspen 11 deployed and Aspen M1. These are housed in Berkeley, California in our quantum data center. And we just announced last week, you may have seen it, that we launched our first out of the US QPU in Oxford available for our partners. And we'll build on that in the future. So I think that's going to be valuable for researchers in Europe especially to have those lower latencies available. I mentioned some of the commercial and government programs we have. You can see a number of our partners on here, like DARPA, NASA, Air Force. This is really critical. We have a number of milestone programs that are aligned to our roadmap, but also delivering on demonstrations that are valuable for the field as well. So we're part of the DOE Quantum Materials and Systems Center, one of the 5 funded centers, and it's a core area of expertise for us working with our partners there. Mentioned our QuanFab we have in-house, built in Fremont, and this is really helping us accelerate our efforts. We're moving recently to a new architecture that's a N by N grid, so just a 2D lattice that's very easy to understand and map quantum programs to. And we'll keep iterating on this as we increase the fidelities and the performance of those devices. We're also using this QuantumFab to provide quantum foundry services where customers and users can send us designs for integrated circuits, quantum integrated circuits, caps, amplifiers, as well as we offer standard quantum test devices. So if you're building a new setup in your lab and you want to test the performance and benchmark it and calibrate it against a known device, we're able to measure devices fully in our fridges, send them to you for your measurement as well, so you can calibrate, identify any issues or areas for improvement for your system. So this has been really valuable for some of our partners to have these standard quantum test devices. And that's it. I hope I got in the time, but I want to remind everyone of our quantum cloud services, the foundry services, as well as the public and commercial programs that we're invested in. So thanks for your attention, and you can reach out to us at info@rigetti.com.